Posters of Sonam Kushwaha have been burnt outside Raja's home in Indore. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma praised the police, saying they have worked tirelessly under tough terrain and immense pressure to crack the entire case. The multi-state investigation continues as we speak, but let's also listen in to what Meghalaya's CM Conrad Sangma has had to say.
It was a huge task. How did everything happen? And definitely credit goes to the Meghalaya police. How do you see this?
Yeah, I would, of course, at the very outset, like to, congratulate the team headed by the DG, the DIG, and the SP of the concerned district who have done a tremendous job, especially giving the circumstances in mind, not just in terms of the difficult terrain that's there, but also in terms of the overall pressure that was created overall because of different media hype, different political overall, obviously, from a different state. So there were a lot of demand and requests coming in. So they were working under a lot of pressure, but they did a very good job with facts and with all evidence. So therefore, I'm happy that this has come to a logical conclusion. So now law will take its course, and I guess we leave it at that. So I think that's the most important thing.
And sir, you were saying that enough of information was there from the initial, but how the investigation went forward?
I didn't want to say enough information. There was definitely evidence. We had quite a bit of evidence, but as I said, to make that evidence public would have, in a way, affected the investigation. So the police kept everything under wraps. And worked on it very quietly. And of course, we were aware about it, but we also refrained from talking too much because it would then unnecessarily raise different alarm bells. So we allowed the police to do their work. They gave us assurance that they were on the right track and they needed a bit of time. And that's what we did. We gave the support and we gave them time.
Sir, one last question is that there was a lot of pressure, as you were saying, and there was a lot of maligning thing. As far as Ashok Singhal has also now tweeted that, there was also a campaign. How do you react to that? And this is not an easy case in a plain land. The terrain was tough, right? Geography was tough.
Yeah.
How do you react to that?
Yeah, it was very tough. And of course, there were a lot of negativity around. And to be very frank, it was quite unfortunate and quite sad that people just, and especially some media houses jumped to a lot of conclusions and made a lot of negative remarks. I had maintained my first statement, which I had given, in fact, to the press, was that this is, number one, a very unfortunate incident that happened. Number two, we have never seen something like this in Meghalaya. I said that very, very categorically. And I stick with that statement. Our people are very much friendly and hospitable, and we treat our guests and our tourists as family members. So therefore, for something like this to happen in our state was something that was very shocking and was highly unlikely that it could be any local people could be involved. We did not, of course, in any way minus that from day one. We kept all options open. But as I said, we were very clear and we knew our history. And as I said, very unfortunate. Some of the press people have maligned, and I would urge that in the future these kind of things should not happen to any state and in fact any location. So it's very sad to have a trial by the media in one sense and just jump into conclusions without any facts and figures.
So, Conrad Sangma were there in an exclusive conversation with CNN News 18. But remember, the Meghalaya police have played a very significant role. Let's try and get in more inputs. And for that, I'm joined in by Anshul Singh, who's joining us live on the broadcast. Anshul, help us understand how the Meghalaya police were able to piece the entire timeline all the way from Shillong and Guwahati. What is it that you're learning so far?
Well, there is a long way to go before the Meghalaya police could actually piece the entire timeline with substantial evidences, because remember, at this point in time, we are still awaiting for the custody of all these accused who have been arrested from parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh to be handed over to the Meghalaya police, and then the Meghalaya police will take them over and then produce them before the district court in Shillong, where they will ask for an extended custody of all these accused, and then we could say with credibility as to what was the exact timeline, what was the exact planning, what was the modus operandi that was in place over here. But prima facie, in the investigation that has been done by the state polices, especially that of MP and Uttar Pradesh, we have got to know by the way of top sources is that there is a clear case which shows that that Sonam was actually involved in the planning of this entire crime. She was very close to the mastermind of this entire crime. That is Raj Raghuvanshi. Not only Raj Raghuvanshi, but also she had planned this entire incident out as to once they will go on honeymoon, how will the entire crime will be done. This is something that has come in the primary investigation. Now, once the custody is granted to the Meghalaya police, then we could get an actual idea as to what transpired and what was the exact plan, what was the escape route that was utilized from the day she had vanished, that is from the 23rd of May till this morning. What were the locations that she was present in? So all these questions needs to be answered. Two very important pieces of evidences that the Meghalaya police needs at this point in time. The first one is the clothes that the accused were wearing on that day. That is the day on which the crime happened. And secondly, the weapon that was used. So once these things are on the hands of the Meghalaya police, then we can expect a larger investigation, or the investigation could pick up pace, and then eventually the accused could be brought to the books.
All right. Many thanks to you, Anshul, for bringing us all those latest inputs.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.